This is the first radio that I bought that's already been restored. I'm going to check to see if it's done to my standards. The cabinet is beautiful. Same thing on the other side. I'm not going to turn it around. And we're going to turn it on. And let it warm up. There's 6 tubes in here. It's a 1933 Zenith model 705.
Yes, of course I'm sure. Why not? Because I'm sorry. You couldn't have seen it. What do you mean I couldn't have seen it? I did see it. Who lives in the blasted place? Nobody. Well, you mean the flat's vacant? No, sir. I mean, there's no such flat in the whole building. And that's the position I was in when the police took us down.
So that's it as far as it's working. So I've never, I've had this for a while and I haven't really looked into it. And you know what? I want to put an aux jack in it. I know 1933, not cool, right? 705, then it's got -9, probably the 9th month or something. 115 volts, 60 hertz. Watts is 60 watts. I do want to add a fuse since it's a transformer. I wanted to add a dropping fuse because it's we just said 115 volts. I want to at least put a 20 ohm or 25. Yeah, whatever in here to not kind of protect that transformer. And I would like to add an aux jack. I have another one downstairs in the living room. It's a 1934, I think, Zenith. I don't know the model at this point because it's been there sitting there for about 10 years perhaps. And it's a console, 6-legged model with 2 big 8-inch speakers in there. Got sliding doors so you can close up the speaker and the dial and everything. It's really nice. I restored that one, but so the knobs are off. I could take the, you know what, I'm babying this one because I don't want no scratches on it at all. Because this is going to be a piece of furniture. If I get an MP3 player or, you know, an aux jack in there, that was what I would like. Wow, brand new screws on the bottom. Alright, I'm just going to take out 3, loosen 1 long threads. They're all the same length of the chassis bolts, so bottom is coming out with it. The inside of the cabinet. A cobweb there. Alright, well, I'll get this set somewhere. Let's take a look at that speaker, see if they patched it or anything. It looks like it's been reconed. That looks like a recone, my friends. Definitely. That's heavier. Usually, you ever notice the old radios? They're like paper, like cones. This is beefy. All of these should be grid caps. Are replaced. Another good sign. I'm liking that. Oh, those are the IFs. Where's that electrolytic that I saw? Did he restuff that? Right here. And it looks I wonder if he restuffed it. Because there it is. Looks like you got two values in there. And there's these are your cans. Yeah, that's what that is. Adjust that one. And what about the bottom? Nope. No, and then here's a hole here to adjust this transformer. IF transformer. I'll get the print on this. He's got, looks like he changed the wiring. There's no brittle wire. There is cloth wire, like, which is good. Transformer looks nice. It doesn't look like it's oozing or power transformer. So where are these? One is there. He used string to tie up. Instead of zip ties, he used string. I think it was here. Watch this one, see a circuit or Reiki, because sometimes. Okay, it's analyzing. Oh, another 21.46 microfarad at 1.64. That's a good cap. He's obviously replaced those. Yeah, he did replace those. Inside, he restuffed the can. How did he do that? Somebody put some thought behind this, but I definitely want to fuse the transformer and also a dropping resistor, because it says 115. Let's keep that transformer living as long as possible. Because we know the minimum is 120 in your house. I'm getting like 124 average. I believe that's the original fill coil. But this speaker is really nice. So that was reconed. I wonder if they did it or they send it out. They painted it too, but they shouldn't have painted the inside of this. I don't think they should have. I mean, this guy, he didn't, like cut the capacitor out and wire tap into that. He did it professionally. There's nothing, we'll take and cut the wires, say right here, and we'll tap in the new capacitor at that where we cut it. Well, no, he didn't do it. He took everything. This is really a great job. Look at the soldering on this back here. That's new. That's from that volume control. I'm really happy with this. But I would like to get an aux in it. I just got to get an aux in it. So I'll be right back. I'm going to find a schematic, I hope, thing. This guy really did good. He must have known his stuff. I've had it to him. Yeah, there is no center tap on that. So he didn't, that's why that's not connected. Okay, so I'm going right straight to ground on the, that B minus is coming over here to this, what was that, the 250? It was, the 250's right here. And it comes out here to ground. So and that's where I'm putting it. Right here. I think he even painted this top of the chassis. Here we go. Start it. 32, 44, 43, 37. That's going to climb though. So it's 49, 50 watts, 50.6. Yeah, 50.5. This will handle it. 50 watt. And I know it's, make sure it's 20 ohms. And it helps better than nothing.
Suspense is produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Music supervision
20
by
ohms,
Echo
20.3
Cooper. This
ohms.
is Stuart Matt speaking. Listen again next week when we return
It's
with
better than
another
not
tale
having nothing.
well calculated to keep you in.
The reason I'm doing that is, why am I doing that? Well, this is showing 115, 117 volts, okay? The construction of these transformers, this is in 1933, it were not that great compared to today's transformers. And you want to protect any excess voltage.
It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss.
Yeah, so this, they must have changed. They changed this output transformer because it's showing a center tap right there. But so it'll have to go right here, that jack, and this wire will be pulled out of there, right there. I'm going to probably keep to the length, and then the one that returns back to the radio, back to the volume control, you have to use shielded wire or you're going to have all kinds of noise. And then the ground, I can just ground it right there somewhere. Easy peasy. I didn't even see if that thing would work in there. Fit in there. I tried it to make sure it works before I do any drilling in anything. It'll be fine. By that too, but it's got to be there. No, that's got to be there. I don't see why they would ever want to change this thing. It's going to have a hole in it. And if you don't want to use the aux, then don't use the aux. You'll still have your regular sound from the radio. So, but again, you got to shield that one returning back to the volume control. The signal is returning back to the volume control. That's got to be shielded. Yeah, that's going up a bit. Try to make it as short as possible. Why am I always yawning? No. Alright, well, that's it. That's all what I'm going to do, and then I'll use this one here. Where I found that hole. Right here, I think. And that'll work out fine. I'll cut that power down so it won't. I can still. I don't have to. I can have one of these inline type fuses and still fuse it at 3/4 amp. That's what I'm going to do.
To a cold night, just 100
Okay, this is the radio.
Look into the brick kitchen of a house on one.
This aux.
My arms won't crush you, and I've gotta be nice.
And that's the aux.
To your heart won't slay.
Bluetooth.
So I worry and I fret, for if once I should forget and rush you, you would think that I'm a wolf, and it's not I'm such a wolf, it's just you're such a wolf.
There's the jack right here. Doesn't look that bad. I mean, right there's, and the bottom of it. Don't want. Let's see. Let's turn it this way, I suppose. I just want to protect that dial. Right here it is. Here. That was the signal source coming in from the radio. Got a 1K on there for right and left. And then bringing the return from the source, sound source, back into the volume control. Now label that and then continue on. So yeah, it's approved. That's what I do. This is a beautiful radio, and what I did is not hurting it. I'm putting this jack in there. It is not hurting. If you don't like to have it in there, don't plug nothing in there. You don't have to take it out. I don't. So yeah, that's even the shielded part of the cable up here does not look bad at all. So I'm happy with that, the way it looks. I think whoever restored this would approve. That it's a neat job. And I gotta do just as neat as putting this in here. Okay, I'm testing it. I already got the fuse in there. 750 milliamp fuse. So I'm checking voltage and temperature. I got it very excited, 123.6, 124 is what I used to get in here. And the voltage over here, if you can see it, is 119 volts, okay? It's already dropped it down there. And then the volts going to the transformer, 111. That is nice. Okay, so that's the ticket. Now, then yeah, one more check. I think it was 140 degrees. Well, I'm up to 150 now. So I increased the voltage 162. Yeah, 162. Right at the ends. 162 max. That's not too bad. Okay. It's all done. Aux jack in. Got a fuse at 750 milliamps. Drop-in resistor here. And I got one bolt on there. And I shimmed it with a couple of washers so it lay flat. Because of this laying over here. I was taking under consideration this bolt going through here. Should make it. So yeah. It is now fused. Protect this transformer, and also dropping resistor to also protect this transformer. We'll give it that excess voltage. And actually that's my shielded cable for the aux jack. So it's all done. I see the guy's point where he wanted to keep it original. But sometimes, you know, you got to think out of the box and say, hey, update it to aux. It's not hurting it. If you don't want to use aux, don't use it. And all of this here is just protecting that transformer. It's not. I put liquid tape on these ends of this chassis mount resistor also. Not that they're hitting anything, but just a safety factor. Excuse me. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna cover it up and put it in its wooden cabinet that I'll show you there.
And I've got to close up all the hubba like a clam. If you ever found out all the dreams that I am dreaming,
This is the Bluetooth Zenith model 705, 1933.
Oh, I've got to think twice when we're dancing so my arms won't crush you. And I've got to be nice so the door into your heart won't slam. So I worry and I fret, for if once I should forget and rush you, you would think that I'm a wolf, and it's not I'm such a wolf, it's just you're such a lamb. You are the greatest problem I ever had. Baby, I love you so good, I love you like a man.
Okay, now I'll take this out.
Gotta tell the stuff I'm dreaming.
This is beginning to look a little ominous.
Yes.
And that's the
We better
radio.
try calling out, Charles.
All right. Hello! Hello there! Really? I spend most of
I don't know if you can see that dial. Let me turn this light out. Move this up a little bit.
may well benefit humanity. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Don't misunderstand me.
So this guy, whoever did this restoration, did a really great job. I just kind of added to it where, okay, little Bluetooth would be in order and protect that transformer, power transformer with a fuse and dropping resistor to keep today's higher voltage from destroying it. So I think it's between the both of us, we got a great radio for years to come. So hope you like this. And thanks for watching.